Cortot calls this prelude, "She told me I love you." So I always like to think the beginning 2 measures, which is just repeating chords, as kind of the heart fluttering. And then when the theme comes in, I think, Cortot's title is so inspiring and so fitting to this part, because it's in a situation where you hear a great news and it's almost like too good to be true, too hard to believe. And there's still kind of, there's a certain tenderness and shy kind of a feeling to it. But you couldn't help feeling really joyous. And I think the difficult part of playing this piece is because the accompaniment is this constant repeating chords, and the melody is hidden in the top part of the right hand. So how to practice the accompaniment not to be overpowering, how to bring out the melody from this texture and still make it sing and legato. And one thing I feel so beautiful with this part is the intervallic leaps and steps. So I feel like we need an extra sense of sensibility to feel these intervals reaching up and falling down. And apparently this was Mendelssohn's favorite prelude, because this is so much in the style of song without words. So one more time, the beginning. And I feel like this 8-measure phrase, each 2 measures, each short fragment of this piece should have different colors and different kind of way of speaking. The first is, and then this is more open. Very tender and closing. And the second statement of the theme is everything, the emotion is reinforced, as if this is, you are starting to accept and believe that she loves you, and you are feeling incredibly joyous. And again, through this enharmonic note, the A flat to G sharp, we modulate. And this part, I really think is a dialogue between 2 hands. And then we bring out the left hand's chromaticism. A little closing material for the opening. Echo. And then we have a moment of suspension before we lead back to the 3rd statement of this opening theme. Statement is the most, I think, most grand out of the 3, and I imagine this is the part where this couple is like making vows to each other. And the coda of this piece is one of the most special. And we hear this same melody, but we hear this constant ostinato in the bass. So we're just in the world of this A flat major, A flat bass. And I always imagine that's kind of, coda is kind of when the emotion starts to come down. And I always imagine that's them in the hot balloon kind of slowly descending back to earth from the cloud 9 back to earth. But the technical difficult part is because we have this jump from this bass. So I think we should prioritize to bring this out in time, and I think everything else. Again, 2, 3 measures in the end, a coda, a codetta.